Hi, my name is Ray Bethell. I reside in Vancouver, Canada. I've been flying kites since 1980. When I first saw it while on holiday in Hawaii, and it kind of turned me on. And I've developed it to the state I am today. I started flying 2 kites in 1986 and put together what I have today, and I've slowly increased my experience, which has taken a long time really, but there again, I'm a slow learner. Well, 13 years now since I lost my hearing through a virus. I found that I can concentrate 101%, which is another added bonus for me flying 3 kites, because I hear nothing, only what I'm doing. I can concentrate 101%. So many people ask me the question of how I feel and what I feel when I'm flying. Being concentrated, I can be anywhere I want to be, plus flying. I can bring my memory back to the old days of my dad, mum, family, friends, my first girlfriend, especially the girls that got away, and several other things that comes to my mind. And but I remember music, and I try to fly with the jukebox in my head, which definitely helps when I'm in competition, because I use the music that I remember. Being deaf, as long as you don't keep it a secret. Before I did, I tried to be macho and pretend that I could hear, or let people know that they thought I could hear, or I wanted to pretend. I want to be macho, but it was a waste of time. It was no good at all. You've got to have, if you have a problem, face it, and that's part of the getting rid of the problem, is facing it.
Came about half an hour ago to the beach, and there's almost no wind. We saw these amazing kites like dancing so gracefully and beautifully in the sky, and so we came right over to see who in the world was doing it. And at first we thought it was the man in the red shirt, but then we realized it was the man in the brown shirt, and then we realized no, this man doesn't have a shirt on, and we just found out that that's so he can feel the wind, feel the currents of the wind. And just watching him is amazing. I said he should be declared a national treasure, because he obviously, his body is extended out through the strings and to the kites, and he's flying them as you would dance with your body, or do, as he said, very subtle Tai Chi. It's an energetic phenomenon, and it's amazing. I'm a Zen teacher, so I'm very interested in people who can extend their awareness out of this limited body and mind and extend it out into something else. And in this case, he can extend it out not only into the kites, but the wind and the air and the sky and the people around, because they were saying he flies for people, so he obviously can feel the energy and interest of the people. So that's a very unusual talent, and I do think he should be declared a national treasure.
Came here, my husband and I, we didn't even have a clue what a kite festival was. We just happened here by accident. We're from Colorado and we're traveling through, and we've been here all week, every day, watching Ray. He's incredible. I'm amazed that a man that is totally deaf and that can do this, and when he does Wings Beneath My Wind, his performance, it makes me cry. It actually brings tears to my eyes. I've never seen a man with such a quirky smile and most beautiful eyes, and he's just a real neat human being. I've enjoyed talking to him. I've enjoyed watching him every day.
People ask me, tell me that the way they feel while watching, each one has a different feeling when they watch me fly. The women tell me they've awoken a secret place in their heart, whether it be related to the flying or not, but while listening to the music and watching the flight brings back a memory to them. And this is a very nice compliment that I figure that the people give me. And a lot of people just put their hands across their chest and say thank you, but really don't know why they're thanking you.
My second year down here, and it's just incredible to watch Ray over here and do his artwork, what he can do with these kites. It just totally blows my mind. I never thought you could be so artistic with a set of kites, and just watch a guy that's been halfway around the world and comes down here to compete in front of a handful of people here gathered around to watch him. It just totally blows your mind. It's just a wonderful day. People are just great, having a great time out here. Everybody's friendly, and if you haven't been down here, you got to come down here. We drove 140 miles to come down here for 2 days, and it's well worth it. Just to watch them. I've never seen anything like this in my life. It's really incredible.
This is what I call a refuel. It's the main kite, and then the second kite inside the main kite, and then the third kite into the second kite. Once you achieve this, then you can swing around, bring the kites up, then into a maple leaf split. This is where the kites part one another and just fade off to the right and left, not too far. Then you do the same one again, but it's called the crucifix, which I call the crucifix anyway. And you do the same thing, refuel, come out the refuel, break away, and the right one goes as far as it can to the right, and the other one goes as far as it can to the left, where the center one goes straight up into the air, into the dead center. It's a very hard trick.
Well, he is just marvelous to watch. It's like watching a magician. And we came down here last week when they were having the Kite Festival, and we saw this three I think it was, kites up in the air, all flying in formation like the Blue Angels. and it was awesome. So it's very much, I understand that he's a world champion. Yeah, he's awesome to watch.
One of the best memories I have in kiting was in France. I was in France for the first time, and I was setting up for my kites, and then I was called in to do a multiple kite demonstration. And I had a feeling with all the kite flyers that was there, the French kite. I thought, who is this guy from Canada? Who is he? This is my first time in France. Anyway, I had this feeling they was looking at me and talking to one another. And I thought, Ray, go and introduce yourself. And I think I put one of the best ballet multiple kite shows on I ever done, just to prove a point. And when I landed the kites, 20 French kite flyers ran over, picked me up, carried me around the arena for all the crowd to see. And they knew this guy, Ray Bethell. That was great, Ray.
This kite was made by Dick Barnes, Pizzazz kite. They made them specially for me. Awesome kites to fly. These are autolites, but also got regular and extra regular for heavy winds. If you look at these kites, you see the sewing, the actual finish of the sewing. Beautiful, especially around the maple leaf. It's very hard to find a kite that can turn a corner sewing on a corner like that without making a boo-boo. It's beautifully sewn. I enjoy flying these kites and so on. Because every time I fly these kites, or any other kite, the people say, hey, it is beautiful, but when are you going to fly the pretty ones? And when I do fly the kestrels, and they do act up sometimes, I tell them if they do not smarten up, I'm going to fly the prisms or the pizzazz. So all of a sudden, they fly great. Yeah. So maybe it's a good thing for anybody that's watching. They got two kites, and then one's acting up. Tell them you're going to fly the other one if you don't smarten up. And I bet you it worked good.
Now, how do you develop new tricks or new maneuvers? It's by making a boo-boo. And once you make a mistake and you manage to get out of it, you say, hey, that looks good. I'm going to try that again. And most mistakes are the first part of making a new maneuver. Really, it's honestly. It's so simple. It is simple to make mistakes, but it's very hard to turn that mistake into a maneuver. Another time, embarrassing. Well, I'd say embarrassing. It was embarrassing for a lot of people, but not for me in a sense. It was when I was in Dusseldorf in Germany. The team Unlimited, all young fellas, all out for fun. Great guys. We've become great friends. I was flying a multiple kite ballet with 3 kites, and they ran over and pulled my slacks down. I wasn't embarrassed, but I thought, damn it. Everybody knows now where I'm going to fly the 4th kite from. When I was 21, I had an accident and cut these three fingers off. Well, not completely off, they were hanging over, just the skin left, and had them reattached. And they used silver wires at that time to attach it. And this is what got me into gymnastics. Because after so many months of therapy and hospitalization and all that stuff, I still couldn't have my hand no more than this. So a friend of mine was an army instructor. He said, "Ray, we'll put that straight." So I got into hand balancing, and this is what developed this. But the only thing that happened really is good, that this hand is very strong for some reason or other. It's very strong, and it's helped me to hang on flying in winds of 30, 35 miles an hour without having to back down. And the strength of this hand is unreal. Everybody tries to kiss me rather than shake hands with me.
Thank you, Ray. This is my first kite festival that I've attended to, and I couldn't think of a better way to kick it off than to watch you fly 3 kites. That was just really incredible and makes me really excited to go out and fly my kite too. Thank you.
Yeah, I'd like to learn how to do that. Ray, come here and show me how to do that. Hey, come on, Ray. I'm gonna go shake his hand. All right, thank you very much.
So, how are you enjoying your second kite festival?
Better. There's been a lot more interest.
I mean the daytime flying, not the nighttime flying. I'm not talking about the nighttime flying. Hey, and look, Dolores, tonight, let me catch you, okay?
I hope I don't trip.
Yeah. You got me in the circles. I'm going to this bedroom, that room, the other bedroom, the other. Woo! You know. Now, give me a break, eh? Let me catch you. I'm exhausted, eh? I'm flying all day and chasing you all night. I'm completely exhausted, eh?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Tonight, let's try it the other way. Let's go through the hallways.
Are you going to let me catch you tonight? I want to witness this.
Last year, when I was here for the first time in Long Beach, I met Ray Bethell, and I never even saw anything else. All the times during the fest, I'm not kidding you. I don't remember seeing all of this. I remember bringing Ray Bethell a cup of coffee every morning and being just absolutely enthralled, just talking to him, watching him fly. It was really special.
One of the most questions asked me is, what's the best festival for me, the one I like the best? But I have to say Long Beach, because that's where I started then. This year, it'll be my 22nd year to this festival. I haven't missed one of them since then. And I've made 9 of my 11 world records at Long Beach. And it's one of the best festivals I go to. And I say I've never missed. And I have a wonderful ground crew there, a 6-man ground crew that takes care of me. They take care of the setting up the kites, 101 things. And it's great having the ground crew because and after 3 years, 4 years, they've been my ground crew. They know exactly what I need, what I do, and what I want, and it's done right there and then. So I'm just a flyer. They have all the hard work, I have all the fun flying.
For the first time. He's the most sexiest man, there's 77 I've ever seen. His moves are fantastic. He's got control. I love him.
I was born in the UK, in England, and spent 3 years in the army, and on coming out the army, I immigrated to Canada, where I've enjoyed a very good life. No problems at all. I bought my home house, my car, brought up a family, and I'm very, very happy with that. But I miss the UK. I'll always be UK in my mind as one of the best places. Everybody figures that when they're born.
Hailing out of Vancouver, BC. One of the most well-recognized sport kite flyers in the world. His specialty is flying 3 individual kites at once. He travels around the world, appearing at various kite festivals. And he's won numerous championships and set numerous world records. Now hailing out of Vancouver, BC, would you please welcome Vancouver's very own Ray Bethell.
This is my 26th year of kite flying. And from the first day I tried a kite, right up to yesterday, I love every minute. In fact, I don't want to quit. It's only the wind that makes me quit, or it rains or whatever. And kiting is not for everyone, but for those that enjoy kiting, get out there and buy a kite and fly. And those that don't, I'm here to give you that enjoyment. When I fly kites, I'm at peace with myself. I never come home and kick the dog. But to put it in a nutshell, I do what I love, and I love what I do. And if you enjoy it, good stuff.